Ну что, начинаем вторую часть. Уже красивенько. Так, значит, что у меня здесь? У меня параметры графики. Бессинк выключен. Кстати, я ж убирал. Сука, погодите. Блять, как отключить эту ебаную автонастройку NVIDIA? Курва, блять, она мне сбивает все настройки. Восстановить. Падла, блять. Я себе уже делал. Все нормально. Высоко, высоко, ультра. Да, Крейдер, приветствую, приветствую. Текстура ультра. Ладно, хуй с тобой, золотая рыбка. Давайте, пусть будет автоматическая. Сейчас посмотрим, что у меня. Что нам включит NVIDIA. А там по ходу пьесы разберемся. Так, новая игра. В начале 15 века в королевстве Богемии разразилась война. Король Вацлав IV попал в плен к мятежным шляхтам, своему брату, шляхтичам королю Сигизмунду. Лишившись правителя, страна погрузилась в хаос. Законного короля выступила лишь горстка преданных подданных. Да нормально все. Сухдол, 1403. Как бы целились. О, Багута.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die? We'll get anointed after the battles are hands.
Это Ян, Тачик. Что происходит, бля? Да, у меня мурашки пошли. Какая творится вещь. Тачик и Багута. Очень интересный союз. Если что, это священник был в первой части. А теперь он арбалетчик. Прикол. И Ян Птачек тут что-то делает. Причем воюет, как вояка такой заправский. Это что-то что? Это нам показывает концовку какую-то. Сейчас сделаем. Блин, промазал. Попал. Промазал. Лестницу сбросить, а тут я не вижу лестницу. Попал, хорош. Ну-ка, вот этого не могу попасть. Оп, хорош. Блять, в воздух куда-то попал. Помочь защитить ворота во дворе. Ну, рубят. Ох, хорошо. Спалили. Я за тобой. Сухой черт, командир, сухой черт. Ну, пока бодренько, бодренько. Неожиданно то, что багу-то. Вот, сбейте лестницу. Почему не могу сбросить? Во. Пока да, пока прикольно. Тачик, куда мы попали, бля? Рассказывай. Почему? Почему я за багуту играю? Ах ты ж.
Dentist Fortuna fucking you that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to.
Мы же только хотели послание доставить. Это я, получается, перед будущее. Это то, что будет в конце. Охереть. Ну да, постановочка подросла по сравнению с первой частью. Чувствуется бюджет. Помню эту игру, смотрел малого прикольная. Да я вот только что перепрошел первую часть. И вот теперь добрался до второй. Интересно, интересно. Знакомая музычка пошла с первой части. Несколько недель назад. Всего лишь недель. Я думал, там прошел год. Вот он, эту же фразу. А вот и наш.
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
Наш персонаж.
Apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Щеки поддаел персонаж наш. Троцкий это городок. Ох, нихуя. Какая красивая крепость. Так за нее же потом будет бой.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Ну да, получается, начало на концовке первой части. Единственное, что персонажа переодели нашего. Ну, с другой стороны, почему нет? Ага.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine
Лошадь сама едет.
on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
So Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk.
Так, стопы на минуточку. А что было в первой, примерно я не смотрел. Ух, там что только не было. Тут в двух словах не расскажешь. Ну уже в качество. Попробуем вот это.
I don't miss nothing.
Да, вроде чуть лучше.
Sir.
Угу.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, I won't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
С арбалетом, с луками.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
Ну, не тупи, пан.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
Каковы ваши стиль игры? Солдат. Превыше всего ценит оружие в руке, крепкий доспех. Известен с плечевым характером. Советник. Предпочитает решать проблемы, пользуясь знаниями, острым языком, добрым словом. Следопыт. Скрывается... Ну, я советник.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Так, мне не нравится графика. Надо что-то сейчас подделать, попробовать нативное разрешение сделать. Это DLSS гребаный размазывает все. На стриме, наверное, особо не видно. Так, множество ситуаций разрешить, обаяние, превосходство. Ну, тут все то же самое. Ваши характеристики, репутация у собеседника.
We want to negotiate an alliance. We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down. So we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy, or you'll pass to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you were a scribe? Or are you trying to tell me you're a knight and a scribe? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently he's got a bit above himself.
Что-то я вроде другого вообще выбирал.
Orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanush of Leipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and
Sons of the Forest.
Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Так я хотел помочь, блядь. Почему фраза-то была по-другому совсем воспринята?
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? We'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Сотник Томаш. Ферма ржавая.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank.
Да, надо было сказать, что да чё, мы разве похожи на разбойников? Мы же, блядь, красавчики. Так, сделаем, наверное, вот так, вот так. Ультра нам нафиг, наверное, не надо. И выключим. Так, только теперь как-то немножко сглаживания не хватает. Есть здесь сглаживание? О, сглаживание. Во, вот теперь вполне себе. Тени только что-то мигают. Давай сделаем тени тоже. Тени высокие. Вот теперь тени не мигают. Ну, теперь заебись. И, кстати, фэпос не пропал. Пес. Так, что у нас? Меню игрока, общие сведения. Значит, 6 разделов, между которыми можно перемещаться. Так, карта, дневник, сумма, сведения об игроке, кодекс. Ну, тут все то же самое. Тут все то же самое. Название. Янт, предмет краденый. Качество предмета какое-то есть 1-2. А, если щит, значит используется. Ячейки 1-4 для пояса оружия. 4 оружия можно носить. Нихуя. Подшлемник, тра-та-та. Характеристики. Так, облачение в доспехи. Когда вы надеваете доспехи, необходимо соблюдать несколько важных правил. Правильно подобранный доспех защищает вас лучше всего. Под шлемом лучше надевать дополнительную защиту. Так, гамбизон под нагрудником. Так, костюмы. Вот этого не было в первой части. В своей вы можете создать 3 костюма для разных случаев, переключаться между ними на лету. Каждый костюм обозначается своим гербом. Все входящие в него предметы отмечены таким же образом. Например, несколько гербов означает, что он входит в несколько костюмов. То есть я могу один предмет в нескольких костюмах использовать. Собрать полный латный доспех для ближней, заметный наряд. Роскошное облачение. Хорошо. Костюм. Так, меню игрока. Это место, где можно найти возможные важные сведения об Индро. Это я уже ношу. Погоди, я что, раздел? А почему? Почему-то... вон они двигаются. Вот у него первый костюм. Второй. Третий. Первый вот полный. Так, ладно. Одевайся тогда, хули ты с пустой головой ходишь. Прикольно так свет сделали немножко. Под старину. Так, что у нас еще тут есть? Длинная стеганая боевая куртка. Миланская бригантина. Так, защиту не вижу. Это... вот состояние, главная характеристика. Ну, тут что-то поменяли. Теперь по-другому немножко. Панские, силийские, миланские. 1400 грошей. Почему у меня оружия нету? Игрок. Найдете важные сведения касательно характеристик. Так, погодите. С ума. Оружия нет. Чудеса. Так, характеристики. Ну да, кстати, глянь, все по пятнашке. Не полная, конечно.
Здорово, отец. Здрасте.
Здрасте. Здорово, Заметриш, здорово. Так, я уже полчаса сижу, да, разбираюсь. Так, ну, максимальный был уровень 20 в этом. В первой части. Так, дополнительные. Да, тут характеристик диалогов больше стали в 2 раза. Здесь все то же самое. Здесь все то же самое. Нифига, я все по 15. Как делишки. Да вот дошел до второй части. Только вот запустил. Спутники пес у меня тут есть, да? Уху-ху-ху. Уху-ху-ху. Карта тут поболее. Так, что по заданию? Выяснить у пана, какие планы. У пана Яна. Пес, барбос, блядь, отвали от мужика.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
Позвать собаку.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Henry,
Сейчас, погоди. А что за левый альт, бля?
Here you go.
У меня ничего нету.
Henry. Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
Да я случайно.
You're right. I got a bit carried away.
Well, you shouldn't have. We're lucky they didn't shoot us down on the spot. Did you notice how many of them there were? You better keep your nose out of it next time.
If you think so, sir.
I do. It's an order. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message and fulfill our mission. If we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me seriously. Don't fuck it up.
As you command.
Well, since you're so sure of yourself, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. I see you're still in armor, so we can get to it right away. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Снарядиться. Так, сними кокошник пока что, действительно.
So, should we start?
Что они с лицом его сделали?
Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Все-таки шлем надо одеть, да? Ну ладно.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
You're right. Hang on a while.
Ай, как-то странно он прыгает. В первой части было поприкольнее. Так, пожрать что-нибудь дайте, собаки мои.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Так.
Come on, Oaks. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Have you ever been to a proper noble banquet?
No, I haven't. Why would the lords invite me to their table?
True. But they'll invite me. I might be only a noble's bastard, but Sir Hans opens doors for me, if you get my meaning.
Aye, that makes sense.
Listen, if you give me that sausage now for Mutt, I'll bring you something from the feast tomorrow, all right?
Christ! All right, but you better not forget about me.
Don't worry. Thanks, mate.
Окей, пес. Пес да лис.
Here, Mutt.
Кушай. Отлично.
Can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I won't hold back. Ready?
Ready.
Let's start.
Ну, меч.
Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I just can't wait.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Ага.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
Ну, давай.
Nice.
That's the way. Cover, for Christ's sake.
Почему ты не отбиваешь?
Nice. Good.
Заранее надо. А почему не отбиваешь-то?
Good.
Что-то как-то не понял я.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
That's it. Pretty good.
Ну. Давай. Ну.
Nice. But what about a riposte?
Вот, ответный удар это... Да, конечно.
Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Good, Henry. Sweet. Well,
Изич.
you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Nice work, Henry. Nice.
Легче стало намного.
All right, I get it. For Christ's sake, enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right, 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself.
Блять, я старым управлением пытаюсь управлять, сука. Тихо, тихо, выносливость, копим. Хорошо. Тут тихо, блядь, динамичнее стало. Сука, стой. Погоди. Так моргает прикольно. Ага. Тихо. Не, стало пободрее, конечно. Но не, блядь, непривычно. Ну, куда у тебя столько, блядь, выносливости, что? Тихо. О, курва, да. Ага. Блин, блядь, как в размахе идет. Что, все, что ли? Сука, обманул меня. Ага. Погоди, давай подышим. Да как, блядь, переключай, во. Ха-ха-ха.
I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable!
Да ладно.
Fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Ну давай.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Так. Так, красноречие сила.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot,
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this traveling isn't too bad.
Не могу, рожа какая-то круглая стала у главного героя.
Aye. Apart from
Тачек вообще не изменился, а наш отъелся, блядь. Опух.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Интересно.
I walked around a bit to scout out just in case. I was looking for some good rock overhang we could all shelter under. If I'd found anything, we wouldn't have to get soaked.
So we got woken up by a bit of a shower, yeah. Shower? I could still be wringing out my brace. It didn't look like it was going to rain.
It did to me, though. But you didn't want to listen to me.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Так, предпочитаю меч.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first.
Ненавижу только старых бабах расцветую. Да.
Rate in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
Началось горячие мучи.
For a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. Your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Какую прическу ему сделали в этой части?
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Мигом хозяйство сжалось, говорит.
What's the matter? Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Ах, курва.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Поют.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
На G бросить камень.
What was that sound? What is this racket here?
It worked. Let's go.
Полноценный стелс завезли. Кстати, где мы ползаем? Ага. Блять, по тени какой-то. Пан, нам сейчас пизды дадут. Вот шизика. Такие жабы боевые, беспалевные, бля.
Вот это прикол!
Да.
Ona je u muziky, směje se na kasníky, klient pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja, domine, aleluja.
Драка.
Henry, I told you to... Fucking God, you're a dog.
Наших бьют, бля. Охереть.
Это печально. Печально, да? Ну все.
Да, это печально. Да, перебили наш отряд. Суки, а. Заебись, блядь.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
А,
What are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
ох и герой, блядь.
Enough, I said! What the fuck? It's mine!
Дай ему пизды. Вот так как бы. Я прям предвкушал. Следующий. Благородный разбойник, блин.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now.
По собачьи. Попали в спину.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Oh, these torches, quick!
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Kurwa.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah, fuck!
Торбет быканул на авторитета.
Can you walk?
Чушпан, короче.
I'm on his...
Как скажут молодые. Тот, что ли?
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Тот, это фамилия, это тот, походу, разбойник, который в первой части кошмарил. Тебе разыскиваешь. Значок зайца рядом с компасом показывает, что происходит вокруг тебя. Индикатор поведения заяц. Полечиться нечем, да? А, ну правильно. Дайте мне трусы, они остались. Не, ну, она в нативном разрешении, на высоких охуенно идет.
No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on.
Оптимизация охуенная. Без всяких DLSS.
And you, go to the pond.
ЦК, КПСС и прочего.
Didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints.
You'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they
Get
can
to
swim
work.
all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stuck in the back in the pitch black. Will all your torch does is blind you?
Be loud. Catching some naked men in the woods instead of getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing. Ah,
We'll find.
got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly.
Оп-оп-оп-оп.
Top. Fuck.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
Shouldn't you be keeping watch instead?
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead.
Quick.
Why are we moving down instead of being high up?
Quick, into the rocks.
Kurva! They're fleeing into the rock! Hurry!
Курва, курва.
We'll catch them at the top!
Давай, пан, соберись.
What now?
Взвесьтесь кострами синей ночи. Мы пионеры детей рабочих. Простите, накрыло.
Take cover.
Run ahead of them!
Сука. Ай, стреляют еще.
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Октябренком был даже комсомольцем. Так, а куда? Так, вот тут мы взяли, переплыли. Вот сюда.
Where's Capon? He must have
Сука.
fled from them through the other gorge. We have to find him. Hans! Hey, Hans!
Куда ты делся-то?
Trying to catch up with them. Aye.
Блять, я думал, это Яна.
Where is he?
Сучонок, Дохлая какая-то косуля.
Like a way out. Hans!
Вот упырь. Что он так тихо говорит-то? Тихо, тихо.
You're a dead man!
Ах ты ж, падла. Не говори.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
О, это отец его, кузнец.
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Опять эта поляна во сне. Первая часть ему снилась уже.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things.
Что-то он такой худой здесь. Он в первой части был пошире. Вместо силы, ага. Они поменялись, блядь. У этого щеки теперь большие стали, а отец худой стал какой-то.
My dad. Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Вот вроде вторая часть, вроде 25-го года игра, новая графика, а вот диссонансик небольшой с первой частью, вот буквально только что прошел. Немножко отличается все. Батю не кормили, да.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of
Другое лицо.
you have to fight till the bitter end with all the strength you can muster.
Как в Санта-Барбаре там. Круза Кастильо какого-нибудь.
Till your work is done.
Играет другой актер.
Yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
Персонаж тоже.
For the love of God, wake up.
Вот он.
Yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Переоделся уже в одежку.
Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot down hawk.
Ни хера он упал.
And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. We've got to disappear.
550-90 за лям. Не, я подожду, пока до 3 подорожает. Тогда возьму. Кредит в ипотеку. Кто-то купил, блядь. Не рассказывай мне. Я, конечно, знаю, что люди дебилы, но... Стартап.
How are you holding up?
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. Just talk. I know you're hanging in.
О, глюки пошли.
What are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Saxon.
Охереть, его глючит.
Don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Почему-то повозку Скайрима вспомнил.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Ух, епа.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Какие-то флешбеки, только странная какая-то скалица другая была. 50-80 хочу. Я бы себе 40-70 супер взял.
Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father.
the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What are you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on. Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it.
Бедный птачек, блин, данная ситуация.
Make it together. You'll see.
Его глючит, конечно. Нет, 50-ю, ну, 5000-ную серию я бы, честно, вообще сейчас не стал даже рассматривать.
Focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please.
Ну, вот это да. Вот эта история
There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
повторяется.
Run. No. Don't give in to it. Hang in
Тут
there.
один в один сделали. А вон там стоит, да. Инжери.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
Не, прикольная, конечно, постановку. Постановку сделали. Не, птащик молодец, нас не бросил. Тащит куда-то. Хоть и конкретно накрыло.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa, I swear, I won't leave you.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry.
Индрих уже
A light.
в своей.
Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
В конце туннеля.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here. Come on.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Собачиха.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Тачик, давай.
Think again, scum!
Ух ты, ёп.
Понял.
Ну, очень интересно.
Реально. Вступление жесткое, конечно, прям. Прям на уровне Mass Effect второго, наверное, плюс-минус. Не, там, конечно, эпичнее, но тут прям... Кровушку-то, может, остановить надо было. Качественно сделано. Вот, тут прям кадры из первой части. Тут еще инжирик нормальный. С нормальными щеками. Еще не отъевшись. Тут решили пересказать первую часть.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Смотрю в 240p, так что качество не оценил. А что такое? Почему? У меня Full HD там идет. Или я что-то не знаю. Ну-ка расскажи мне, что происходит.
I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Я уже думал, у меня что-то.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Матушка. Ну что, вы решили всю и реально первую часть пересказать?
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Весь кровью истек, блин, капец. А птачек тоже раненый, что ли? Ёпта. Похоже на бабушку по отцу. Она еще жива, он нет.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there.
Ганс, блядь, зачем вы перевели имена?
So were you, lads.
В английской версии слышишь Ханс.
Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get
Ханс,
much out of him
сука,
now.
Ганс.
He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm alright otherwise.
Все жестко буду копить баллы канала.
We wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better.
То чем оно лучше, оно все в кровище.
But I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
Как он сам себе перевяжет спину? Не понимаю, ладно.
Day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet.
Сердечко стримеру.
While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash
Сердечко,
all that
подписка,
nasty
колокольчик.
grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese
Такая аппетитная, аж есть захотелось.
for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Бажена.
And I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me.
Блять, Ганс. Ну, Ян он был в первой части,
When
блин.
you're done with everything,
Hans.
come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Хер с ним, с Генри, блин, уже привык, я Инжерих, Индро и Генри. Ну, блядь, Ганс, это, конечно. Ай, ну ладно. Так, после страшного падения вам чудом удалось выжить, но из-за полученных травм вы потеряли несколько очков основного уровня, навыков и умений. Короче, обнулили меня, да? Ничего не поделаешь, придется постепенно восстанавливаться и позже возвращать их в игре. Так, кровотечение. Чтобы открыть сумму и наложите на разные раненые части тела. На туловище. А, вот части тела, то есть понятно. Чик. И перевязались. Мой верный нашей любви, даме сердца по имени Тьфу, как ее там, блин, забыл. Макс, здорово. Мишка, тоже приветствую. Так. Блядь, конечно, перевязан. Перемазанный ты весь, чувак. Рубаха.
This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Так, съешьте, удерживай Е. Так, а что за второй эффект? Как тут? А, это голод такой. О, анимация еды.
That's really good.
А что за сна?
Say no to some more.
Покушай еще.
True bliss is a full belly.
Хорошо. Так, а где-то ты говорила настойка еще у тебя есть, бабуля. Бахнуть бы после такого. Травница Бажена. Полоснуться в корыте. Опа, блядь, собака или волк? Воркотун. Пес. Капюшон. Короче, можно все взять.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Ну что ты будешь? Штаны нищего. Так, прицепив кошель, вы откроете ячейки, куда можно поместить снадобные и еду. Можете быстро использовать их во время боя. Вот, это прикольно. Может быть до 4 ячеек, но не каждый кошель позволяет использовать их все. Если у вас есть предмет, который можно поместить в кошель, вы можете сделать это. Следующее можно активировать выбранные ячейки, переместить, поместить. Надев пояс, увеличите количество ячеек, которые можно поместить оружие и щиты. Сможете быстро переключаться между ними в бою. Может быть до 4 ячеек. Одна ячейка дается по умолчанию. И до 3 дополнительных. Одно и то же оружие и щит можно поместить в несколько ячеек. Короче, можно комбинации. Топор, там, та-та-та. Пояс, оружие. Так, 5, 6, 7, 8, кошель. Чтобы открыть пояс, нажмите Б. Ага. О, анимация умывания.
Feel like a new man.
Так, а за штанов тоже смылось? Отлично. Так, а если вот так? О, кровушку тоже смыл, да? Хорошо. Так. Если вот так, только одно что-то. Блин, еще одну не отмыл. Шмотку. Волк в собачьей шкуре. Во, отмылся. Так, ну надо бы его спрятать, захоронить. Так, а что теперь за эффект? Все еще голод? А что ты не доел? Ешь еще. То есть теперь можно есть бесконечно, да? Так, голод, сытость 78. Еще можно.
It's empty.
А, все, наелся. Блин, свет, конечно, красивый сделали. Свет, тени.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere, or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
The bandages are still quite fresh. I won't have to change them till evening.
Так. Шалфей, ромашка. Блин, а ближе нельзя? Привык, что ближе было. Так, навозная куча. О, спасительный шнапс. Сохранение. Так, яблочко. Раз. Там близко. Да я понял. Не надо мне спойлерить. Близко. Да, близко.
Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
А, вот вижу. Лопатку. Ни разу. Угу. Кабан. Кабан, только не нападай, пожалуйста. Разбан через донаты. Не знаю. Я еще никого не банил.
Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Перетащите труп в могилу. Похоронить.
May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace.
Или меч по физике бьет. Болтается. А умыться в ручье нельзя. Это воняет, да, от меня? Вонючка. Кабан бесстрашный ходит, не боится людей. Отлично. Пойдем травы собирать.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Бля, я с оптимизацией кайфую. Я, конечно, не знаю, как в городах будет. Но пока что это без всяких DLSS, на высоких. Прям кайф. Так, вот он, шалфей.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Кыш. И ромашка.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Сейчас, секунду. Ну, повижу что-то, какая деревушка. Собака, блядь, лает, а. Кто-то пришел к следам.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Иногда можно договориться. Ну, давай попробуем.
They slaughtered some knight and his company. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Кто такой, блядь?
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from Von Berghoff, then we're from fucking Von Berghoff. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Так, окей.
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
Напиздел.
That's all I need. Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us
Да
yesterday.
так и есть.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Так. Алхимия. А где книжка-то? Не дала? Ага, вот.
First, go to the recipe.
Пора подойти к книге рецептов.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Настой из ромашки.
Remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Так, сон быстрее лечит время. При хорошем качестве во время сна быстрее восстанавливается запас энергии. Вино, 2 горсти ромашки, горсть шалфея. Доложи в котелок. Положи в котелок ромашку, кипяти 1 оборот. Измельчи шалфей. Добавь в котелок. В конце слей. То есть ромашку 1 оборот. Я понял.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Винишко.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Так он уже... опустить котел ниже. А как?
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
2 пригоршни ромашки.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Немножко заморочили с подниманием.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Ну, плюс-минус то же самое, что первая часть. Чуть-чуть сложнее сделали. Здорово, Зевс.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Отвар ромашки, количество 2. Отлично.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Спать до утра. Кроме того, во сне восстанавливается здоровье. Окей. О, наконец-то часы сделали шустрее. Опять.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Abzik. If I'd have had its life back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
То есть этот тупырь изначально был. Вот он тот.
I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Предыдущих, да, серия. Ранее в сериале.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Это кто там? Тереза? Нет, голос не Тереза. Это вот это Паола или как ее? Павлина.
I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Чуть-чуть похоже на Терезу. Ну все, заглазки застроила.
Oi. Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena.
Павлена.
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly.
Эти прикольные субтитры в этой части.
However hard
А,
they
Б,
are to
как,
understand.
тра-та-та, такие
What strikes you as the
обороты.
most important part of your dream?
В первой части такого не было. Прекрасная дива.
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
Девку
It doesn't
нажал.
sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Ну, не будем обижать девушку.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. the only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along. And we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Повышая уровень игр, повышайте очки умения, они нужны, чтобы открывать новые способности. Разместить П. Что я прокачал? Основной уровень. Так, оппортунист. Дружен. Кто дружен со всеми, не дружен ни с кем. Ты можешь с кем угодно дружбу водить, когда тебе это выгодно, но твой единственный верный друг — это ты сам. При потере репутации ущерб будет меньше. Мама всегда говорила, что каждый день нужно делать одно доброе дело. И эту материнскую мудрость в сердце носишь, она на лбу отпечатана. При наборе репутации ее прирост будет на 10 выше. Ну, пусть будет снижаться меньше, наверное. Так, и красноречие. Бля, на 10 упали все навыки. Было 15. Так, что у нас по красноречию? При продаже оружия, доспехов, одежды цена будет выше. Торгуясь, получаешь плюс 4 красноречия, значит легче договариваться о более выгодной цене. Ну, пусть будет вот это. Окей. Ну, где все? Ух ты, как у вас тут уютно.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry,
Ну, пан, блядь, ему много не надо.
maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but As we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
Что, блядь, в этой
Finally learned it.
части начал эту фразу повторять?
Kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only along the way, Sir Anthony took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried
Возможно.
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans. Saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry.
Погодь,
I had trouble
Индра.
because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time.
Спасительный
A
шнапс.
lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Ой,
Come in
рецептик.
handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir.
I should eat something.
I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein.
Покушать-то дать.
Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Можно? Вкусно.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Trotsky.
Сейчас, погодите. Ой, переел.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
А,
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Ох, добрая бабушка. Еще и грошиков насыпала. Чудеса. Нормальный такой провок на 2 часа. Ленка Михалкова. Упал. Уре. Провок — это то, что до заставки. До начала. Ля кака. Стоит, блин, в обносках. Засмотрелся уже. Музончик бодрый. А как они нам поверят? 2 босика пришли без документов, без ни хера. Сейчас пинка вам дадут, блядь, да и все. Зомби такие, блядь.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Логично. 2, блядь, бомжа пришли.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Я уже предвкушаю.
messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar. I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Ну, было ожидаемо.
Wait, one moment.
What the fuck was that?
Сука. Ты на себя посмотри, блядь. Как ты, что ты другого ждал?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Бухать, конечно же. Возвращаться вам надо.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Тачек что-то не догоняет.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Попутал птачек немножечко. Что-то на YouTube вообще не идет ни хера. Кто на YouTube? Видео-то есть? Что-то падает вообще. Да и не только на YouTube. А что так мало интернетов? Вообще не этот битрейт не идет. Хрень какая-то.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
We could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
They're very droll. No, I was thinking more like finding their camp and sneaking in stealthily. Find out where they put the letter, grab it, and vanish before they even know we were there.
Are you dreaming? What kind of chance do you think we'd have?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
Well, what else do you want to do? Go back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Ой, заебали уже это.
Fortuna juvat.
Не было этой фразы в первой части. Откуда он вдруг стал, блядь, мушкетером, да?
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
О, вроде пинг пошел. Вот она.
That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for.
Why, bear that witch. Wench.
Oh, I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
И что я ей скажу?
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Ну так-то, да.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Простите, простите.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Is anyone you know?
Катерина.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting?
На черпе.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at
Ах
any
ты ж
pond.
курва.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but their leader put a stop to it. It was all very strange.
Shut up! For God's sake! Someone will hear you. I wasn't at the pond, and that's that. And don't mention it again. To me or anyone else. Got that?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Сигизмунда.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Арестовывай бомжей называется.
Why you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go mouldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
Not like that warm swill we had last time. Getting a mug of piss after a whole day out in the field.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush. our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Who is this Semi?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semain. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Semain is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semain, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semain is his vassal.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svadja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
Сохранено.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being
В отказку пошел.
Definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. Bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
Rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bella Torres and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
Such rubbish.
We don't have time for your spoilt brat manners now. Either we get to work, or we'll be stuck here forever.
Manners? I'll put manners on you. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night. And if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Упырь. Упырь.
I'm gonna lose. I'm supposed to move the sacks. Are you guarding them?
Aye. Thank God someone's bothered to come at last. The quicker sacks are moved, the better. You'll have your work cut out on your own. But don't look at me. I ain't gonna help you. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Here you go.
Taking the time I get.
Сука, 5 штук, а. Вот пан упыря. Что-то я заплутал. Что-то и поменялось там. Так, где я есть? Тут, блядь, не открыли мне карту ни хера, да?
Listen to this. Ei incumbit probatio, qui dicit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you.
Блядь, птачек, ты там сейчас довыебываешься, я чувствую, да?
And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak Latin. I've just proven that I'm a noble.
Что там кому-то доказывать, что он шляхтич, блядь. Какой-то новый типа квест.
You say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Bergstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Это кто, блядь, такой? Тихо, тихо, блядь. Кто, блядь, на меня нападает? Я работал вообще. Таскал мешки, блядь. Да, блядь, вы чё, охерели?
You won't get me. Rip your arse open.
Come on, then.
Yeah. Don't spare him. Nice.
Hey, get him.
And we can go home.
Давай, давай. Давайте будем от контратаки идти. Тихо, тихо. Погодите, давайте по-другому. Так, -1, хорошо. Давай, пошел. Пошел.
Now you're finished. Nice hit. Send my greetings to the devil.
Давай.
Let's see what you... Hey, get him!
Так, второй пошел.
Light him up! You're no match for us.
Давай, не кривись. Ну, ожидаемо, блядь.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Тачек, блядь.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What? You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Реально тачек
You know, if you
лошара.
just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Сучёныш, блин. Ой.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Так.
And you're a spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. That's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Ури, я тебя забаню, блядь, за твои рассказы.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Otto.
Hey! Go!
Клоун, блядь, сука, тачек ебучий. Какой же ты дурак.
Oh shit. Right. Where
Ури, блядь. Просто смотри, пожалуйста. И все.
Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding.
I bid you farewell.
Ну, Петручу пошел там нахер.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh?
Да-да.
Alright, off you go.
Веселый чувак, мужичок. Чё опять с интернетом, блядь? Эх, лиха бегает беда начала. Каждый ваш поступок имеет последствия. Если вы совершаете преступления, окружающий мир и жители будут реагировать на них. Что такое преступление? Все, от чего следует избегать доброму христианину, считается преступлением. Нельзя убивать невинных, красть, врываться в чужие дома, причинять вред людям, домашним животным, нарушать их покой. Последствия преступления. Если кто-то застал тебя на месте преступления, он может сообщить о тебе страже или самостоятельно полезть в драку. Впрочем, даже если тебя не поймали с поличным, это не значит, что тебе все сойдет с рук. Люди не глупые, могут догадаться, что преступление твоих рук дело. Сведения о своей репутации найдете на карточке игрока «Репутация». Репутация влияет на то, как к вам относятся люди. Если вы кому-то нравитесь, этот человек будет тепло приветствовать вас. Торговцы могут даже сделать скидку. Если же вас терпеть не могут, то, может, и разговаривать с вами не станут. Можете улучшить свою репутацию, выполняя задания, ухудшить можно, совершая преступления и поступая бесчестно. Люди рассказывают друг другу о том, как вы себя ведете, так что если вы кому-то поможете или навредите, об этом вскоре узнают и другие в округе. Улучшение репутации. Плохую репутацию всегда можно исправить, купив индульгенцию или совершив покаянное паломничество, в которое вас отправит священник. Беспокойство. Если в округе происходит много преступлений, люди становятся бдительны, вооружаются, и стражники посылают за подкреплением. Когда обстановка нормализуется, все вернется на круги своя.
Really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here.
Ваша репутация упала.
Hey, you. You know.
Что?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Блин, а почему я... Ладно.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work. To the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
You're something like a wanderer?
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else. so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad. But don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Теряна репутация.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although...
Не голожопой бегаешь, говорит, не то дело.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
What armour are you talking about? Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armour real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Geibel, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a knight. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And
Where is your armor, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now, but you might find something in the town hall armory, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Так.
I really need...
I
have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. It's my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
5 грошей дала.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Добрая девушка. Так, обаяние 7. Так, значит, это у нас боевая броня будет здесь. А здесь будет у нас не боевая. Обаяние 1, обаяние 4. После столь долгих отношений он просто обязан на ней жениться пару раз. Ну, так-то да. Пропивая белладонна. Окей. Так, ловкость. Так, вооружен, ловкость рук. Так. Необходимо для использования всех видов будет на меньше на 2. Ага, хорошо. Так, красноречие. А чё все с этими, блин, с торговлей связано? Дайте мне что-нибудь там другое. Ладно. Ага, отлично. Алхимия. Так, вот это. Ремесло. Так, пока, наверное, вот это сделаем. Пьянство. Стаканчик на ночь. Так. Выживание. Так, боевые. Так, хорошо. Задание. Побочки. Барбос. Что-то про эту. Про лошадь даже никто не вспомнил. Ай. Так, попасть на свадьбу с помощью мельника. Попасть на свадьбу с помощью кузнеца. Так, барбос. То коту. Бля, кот далеко. Так. Ну, кузнец, наверное, очевиднее. Я же все-таки сын кузнеца. Так, какие-то восклицательные знаки. Подсказчик по местам.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
Так, то есть, типа, можно как в Red Redemption общаться, да? Ты узнал, где писец. Агнешка. Кто такая?
What did I do to you?
Ты кто? Стражник.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings to you two.
Рик старш.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
Это что за
I'd
засада?
like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me.
Брешешь,
If you were telling the
собака.
truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
Ясненько. Лавка состоит из двух частей. Корзина. Удерживать, чтобы поторговаться. Кстати, Ури, если ты здесь, нету сейчас проблемы с продажей. Вот, починили, похоже. Ничего не наезжает на сумму. Здесь же была проблема. Фикс для этой был в записи нужен. Так. Костюм. А как продать? Что-то я не понял. Пум-пум-пум-пум. А, вот продать. А, вот здесь было. На продажу. Ну, похоже, да.
Oh, well, what can you do? Farewell.
I met the local beggar. Barrow was her name.
She's here again. Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of
Щири на
her.
голову.
What? But
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are like stray cats. Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No, she just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless maybe Radovan, the blacksmith from Tarkov. We might sell you something.
But Barrow told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
All that, lad, 'tis but a legend.
Он сморщился.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Тут карта, конечно, без полет не разберешься. Ну, почему же?
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much. So he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Damn. He didn't come back, did he?
Don't skip ahead. We'll get to that. Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, the dragon is certainly much stronger than a lion, so I suppose he sided with the dragon, right?
Nonsense. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom. But the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyak of Württemberg, who built Trotsky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time. if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Wartenberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad and died on his way back to his king, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armour back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armour to the king.
Chenyek was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trusky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for such a castle.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armour, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armour. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armour here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armour?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armour, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armour gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
Угу. Синее нарушение сейчас находится.
I'm running out of ink. What?
Ну это я знаю.
Again. You refused to get me more last time I asked.
So it won't come as a surprise when I refuse.
Тростковицы.
Again. And what am I
Greetings
supposed
to
write?
you.
You know what? Why don't you write a complaint?
Сколько? Утро. Ну, в принципе, графически такое же ощущение, будто я играю первую часть Но чуть все поприятнее.
Was machst du? Du Nervensäge! Get out!
В смысле? Чё ты меня гонишь? Ну, понятно, тут у меня денег нет. Кстати, недорого все эти зелья стоят.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Немец. Торговец. О, котик сидит.
God grant you health.
Мгм. Так, пойти на это, может, все-таки смогу доработать.
Have you come to break some more stuff?
There hasn't been an affair like
If
that
you
in a
want
very long
something,
time.
wait till I
Every
stop
day you
being
get married
angry.
off into a
And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Jelly.
I was talking to Bartoszek about the clothes he made for Olda. He says he's never...
Lord be with you.
What do you have for sale?
Есть просто шнапс. Сколько у меня денег? Где деньги? 5 штучек, да?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then?
Да я это понял по поводу слухов. Корочмарь, блядь, это... Я знаю, она сейчас со мной не хочет разговаривать. Портной. Только что ж драка была. Она не хочет со мной общаться. Что-то знак портного, а портного нет.
What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
Ты глянь какой.
Would you repair a few things for me?
Это, блин.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Так, да я помню.
Do we have a deal?
You really won't convince me like this. You'll convince me with that price. Excellent. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Take care.
Так, чуть-чуть подчинился, да? То есть тут копейки появились. Там были гроши целые, тут 2,5. Проследи ночью. Стань богатым. Нет, это не наш метод. Так, а здесь кто? Ничего не хотят? Оружейник. Плотник, точильное колесо.
Who's there? What are you poking around that door for, eh?
Да я думаю, тут плотник.
You're up early. What'll it be? I need something repaired.
Так, он ничего не чинит, да?
What do you have for sale?
Ага, щиты, топоры, вилы, луки даже есть. Ну, кстати, вполне себе дешевые и луки, и арбалеты. Ну, когда у меня по 2,5 рубля. Не хочу.
Maybe next time then.
Так. Гнездо. Сбить мне его нечем. Так, портной.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Да ради бога.
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
You hear me? Everything in order. Carry on.
Ладно, ладно. А, кстати, камень же. Камень это дело.
But he was fit as a fiddle. What happened?
They say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining
Хз, что-то меня уже ищет кто-то.
and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning. Poor thing.
Aye. He had his whole life in front of him, and next thing you know, he's being buried.
I have to go. God be with you.
See you around then.
Что за херня? Прицел сбивается.
What are you doing here?
Нихуя, короче, не работает этот камень. То ли я не попадаю, то ли камень не работает.
Innkeeper, a beer.
Good day to you.
I hear you like to play.
I'd play, but I don't have any coin.
Christ! What's the hold-up?
Как-то меню стало менее информативным. В первой части как-то было поинтереснее. Стильная.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Далеко топать, далековато. Я теперь за наш заданием. Чё? А, вон там точильный камень.
That's where you're wrong. When we catch a fella cheating, we can do whatever we see fit with him. Like break a few of his fingers.
My brother, and to talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive.
Aye, but it's rules all over.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it?
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Мне не пойму, кто задание раздает. Так, свое колющее или режущее оружие можете отремонтировать, заточив на точильном камне. Позволит не тратить набор для починки, сэкономить на деньгах для ремонта. Осторожно перемещать лезвие по крутящему листу, сохраняя правильный угол. Крутить точильный круг. Если от лезвия летят искры, то правильно. Если дым, то портите оружие. Когда будет заточено отдельно, Индра вам скажет. Не видно ни хера. Да если б видел еще что-нибудь. Это загорится сейчас.
Can't get any better than this.
Все, я понял. О, реально соточка. Красота. Постановления нет, по дороге лучше не ходить. Да я к кузнецу иду. А чё, мне никто работу не дает? Что я тут буду делать? Ну, сейчас сюда добреду. Гопнуть-то, конечно, могут. Единственное, что я не делал давно, не сохранялся. Будет обидно. Угу. Он, кстати, тут тусуется. Лиходеи. Вот как раз туда я не пойду. Рубаха просто мне обаяние добавляет. Тахов.
That's a fine maypole.
Это майский шест.
Greetings.
Так, а чё?
I need something repaired.
Да.
I'd like to discuss the price.
But of course.
Is this enough?
More.
Понятно.
I'm done haggling with you.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Так, что надо тебе найти? Так, это пока уберем, пока уберем. Охотничий тесак. Окей.
It's cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. Be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing.
Что теперь?
The thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Henry, stop gaping into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. Sparks. That's the stuff. The ring you want. Sparks are flying nicely. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easy. Sometimes I'll whistle. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Увка удалась.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Помощь покупки.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me, but if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury, and they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Вторая после первой. Ну, интересно. Но, конечно, есть небольшие нюансики в управлении. Так, перекур надо сделать. Хотя надо, наверное, закругляться сегодня. Да. Хватит на сегодня. Начало положено. А там пойдем. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.